We've all been taught that in business, faster is always better. But what if that's completely wrong? A brand new 2024 study suggests that in our big rush for efficiency, we've actually forgotten the most powerful tool we have: genuine human caring. So today, let's explore this idea of a caring economy.
Okay, so let's just dive right in with a question that I think probably hits close to home for all of us. Is fast service always good service? I mean, really think about it. Remember the last time you were stuck with a chatbot just sending you in circles? Or talking to a support agent who was so obviously just rushing to close your ticket? Yeah, you got a response quickly, sure, but did you feel helped? More importantly, did you feel valued?
Well, that whole frustrating experience, it actually has a name. We can call it the efficiency trap. For decades, the business world has been absolutely obsessed with these metrics, right? Things like average handle time. We've been trained as customers and as employees to believe that faster is just inherently better. But this obsession with speed, it creates service that's, efficient, but not really effective. It just checks a box, it closes a ticket, but it completely misses the very human need for genuine understanding.
So, what's the alternative? Well, this new research is pointing us towards something that goes beyond a simple buzzword like empathy. It asks us to embrace a much more powerful, more active concept: the caring factor. And this is where it gets interesting, because it means we have to reframe the entire goal. What if the point of customer service wasn't just to send you a link or reset a password? What if the real goal was to forge a genuine human connection, even if it's just for a moment? That simple shift, it changes everything. Now, the researchers who did this study, they're really specific here. Caring isn't just a passive feeling like empathy. It's all about intentional actions that make someone feel secure. It's about actively listening and then responding with real, genuine engagement. So it's not just feeling for someone, it's about doing for someone. And this very act of caring, it unlocks this powerful process that has economists and marketers really excited. It's a process called co-creating real value. And here's the crucial point. Value isn't something a company just delivers to you anymore. In a caring interaction, value is something that's built together. Both the customer and the agent are bringing their own resources to the table, their time, their knowledge, their energy, to create a much better outcome. It stops being this one-way street and becomes a true collaboration.
So how do we know this? Well, the study analyzed over 100 real-world chat conversations, and from that, they were able to pinpoint 5 distinct types of value that just magically appear the moment a service interaction becomes genuinely caring. And just look at how much deeper this goes than just solving a problem. Of course, you've got the functional value. Your issue gets fixed. That's the baseline. But then there's cognitive value. Maybe you actually learn something new. There's emotional value, that amazing feeling of reassurance. There's social value, a sense of connection. And maybe most importantly, there's personal value, that incredibly powerful feeling of being seen and acknowledged as an individual.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Like, what does caring sound like in the real world? The study gives us this fantastic look into the actual language of connection.
And what's amazing is that it's surprisingly simple but so powerful. The most effective service agents used a specific toolkit. They used personal pronouns, I and you, to create a direct link. They used words like we to signal, hey, we're in this together. They sprinkled in positive words, personal touches, and even emojis to add that warmth and humanity. And crucially, they asked follow-up questions, which shows they were actually listening.
For example, just listen to this. This is a real message from a service agent in the study. This goes so far beyond a robotic, here is the link. It's a moment of pure, unscripted human connection. It's warm, it's personal, and it's completely memorable.
And the result of that message? Well, the customer isn't just saying, thanks. They are so impressed they're literally asking, where can I tell people about this excellent service? That right there, that is the moment a customer becomes a true fan, a real advocate, and that is the incredible payoff of the caring economy.
So what is the big takeaway from all of this? Well, it points to something we can really call the human imperative. When you actually put these two models side by side, the difference is just stark. The old efficiency model is all transactional, it's impersonal, and its only goal is speed. But the caring model? It's relational, it's collaborative, and its goal isn't to be fast, it's to be effective. It doesn't just solve problems, it builds real, lasting value. And that, of course, brings us to our final and I think most provocative question. As we race toward this future that's just dominated by AI and automation, could it be that this simple, almost forgotten act of human caring is not just a nice-to-have, but the ultimate, most durable competitive advantage any business can possibly have?